I think it's pretty well known that the quality of horror games has gone down over the years. Sadly, companies started primarily marketing towards kids and kind of stopped trying to hide it either, let's be honest. Children aren't doing much, but looking at their snot-covered tablets and coughing with their mouth open. Everybody coughs with their mouth open. I meant tongue out. So it makes sense that horror games have been directed towards children, because who else is gonna watch 100 videos about Garten of Banban in one day? Besides me. I'm eating this shit up like candy. But the goal of these modern games is to make something branded as scary so that children can feel great, but also something that doesn't make them shit their pants and cry. I mean, even the channel that I ripped this gameplay from is called a Baby Zone. If they're crying and have shit in their pants, then how are they going to keep watching these videos and buy their favorite plushie? But that's what this video is about. Mascot horror. If you don't know what mascot horror is, it's pretty simple. It refers to a subgenre of indie horror where the main big bad is a recognizable and, more importantly, marketable character or group of characters. Games like FNAF and Slender, their popularity was equivalent to a nuke going off in the internet. Typically, mascot horror refers to games, but there's obviously horror mascots outside of games, like this Pilgrim. That's a guy. That's a stupid movie. So I really want to understand what happened. Why are the mascots of horror so bad now? I just want to go back to the good old days, man. This shit was so good. Get it, Markiplier. So what makes a character scary, right? Think of a character like Freddy. No, the other Freddy. Well, actually, it doesn't matter. Both work. They exhibit a quality of mystery, if that makes sense, is what makes these characters so scary. It's the unknown. Now, this might be a little cliche, but I think the unknown plays a part in every single horror character. Characters like Huggy Wuggy and whatever the hell this is are so one note that it removes any inkling of horror. Huggy Wuggy is just a big old monster. Rawr, scary teeth. Ah! And this guy's just a prick. These games are so bad. It's actually just horrible games. Hey, what's up, man?
So, we talked about this piece of dog shit, Garten of Banban. It's bad. Like, really bad. Most people attribute this game to the modern era of mascot horror games, and I totally see why. It's poorly thrown together, messy, hardly runs, and is massively advertised towards kids for a multitude of reasons. Either way, with appearances such as Think Noodles in their game, I'm pretty sure we know who their target audience really was. This game is rough around the edges, and by that I mean if you tried to grab it, you would get cut like 100 times. Not even 10 minutes into the second chapter, you get a bridge that is so badly textured that I can't tell if they just did this out of laziness or just didn't think people would notice. And the modeling. Oh goodness, is the modeling horrendous. The ML Spice Twitter threads about Garten of Banban show us so many things, like this terribly optimized remote dongle, and terribly optimized cake topper, and the 1 quadrillion badillion polygon spider. And this goes without mentioning how boring the games are themselves. They, like, have nothing to them. Mostly filler. And, well, that's just what happens when you try to pad out a $10 game to 2 hours, when it maybe has like $2 worth of gameplay. It doesn't go very well. And honestly, Garten of Banban really says all I feel about the mascot horror game market. It feels soulless, and people are just trying to get a quick cash grab or attention grab, which in some cases isn't all that bad, but in some cases, such as Garten of Banban, and I think it was Joyville, it's quite disgusting and just oversaturates the market more than it's already been.
If your character can be easily predicted, all of the fear is removed. And pretty much all the fear you can get out of a game is the jump scare. And, you know, jump scares are cheap, let's be honest. Hey, wait a second, McKendrick, you bald lobotomite. You were just praising FNAF. Thank you for bringing that up, you random PNG of a pig that has the same voice as me. How odd. Games like FNAF don't rely on the jump scares. And while the jump scares are iconic, the game isn't scary because of that. It's scary because the rest of the game is good. And this goes along with a lot of other good games that have jump scares. So let's be honest. Good characters come from good games or good media. But you get the point. So even though the regular render of Freddy Fazbear isn't exactly the scariest, the context that they're in creates that effect. So far, if I were to make a character, they would need to be mysterious, and the context they are in would also need to be mysterious. But what else do we need? That's it. If you make a character that's out of the ordinary, there you go. As people, we're just scared of stuff we don't understand. Now, I don't know if I could create a character that's scary, but I do know that we've been creating the same character over and over and over again. And that's the point I wanted to make in this video, is that nothing's new. Why do you think Poppy Playtime isn't scary? If you ignore the fact that it's pandering to children, it's just another game. The main character is this children's toy with a lot of teeth. Sound familiar? We've already seen it before. I think that's why Five Nights at Freddy's isn't scary anymore, because we're just used to it. Back in the day, Five Nights at Freddy's was scary because it was new. It was something we didn't know. It was something we didn't have control over. But when you look at Garten of Banban, first of all, the quality's horrible, but that's not my point. Oh my god, I hate Garten of Banban. The gist is that the character is out to get you, just like every other video game ever. And there's no point to dive any deeper into the character's lore or things that children wouldn't understand, because all these games really care about is marketing. Now, I got this comment on my other video. Now, I might sound weird, but I would want to see a short film about this, lol. And you know what, Kamiwi? I don't think that's weird at all. I think we completely agree. So if you haven't seen the video I'm referring to, it's about an AI-generated creepypasta that gained some traction. It was interesting to me because I hadn't seen it before. And it was creepy because it was a concept that I haven't seen before. But at the end of the day, if these companies are being rewarded for lazy, horrible pieces of shit games, then they're just gonna keep doing it. I think that anything that has to do with being creative, whether it be game development, making movies, making videos, anything that has to do with creativity, I don't think there should be a meta. You can see this type of thing happening with shows, and I see it a lot on Instagram with artists. You know, we're all following a trend, but I get it because... Hello? Hey, what's up, McKendrick? It's McKendrick. I'm just calling you to let you and the viewers know that the end of the video is here. Yeah, thank you for watching. I want to give a big thanks to the CheemMan. Go check out his channel. You know, I got a shill for the rest of the videos. You know, watch this video I talked about if you wanted to hear about that AI generated story. You know, you can do that. What else is there to say?